All right, all right. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Precision Tune Radio. My name is Pablo, and I'm your host of this podcast. I know I took some time off from it, but as always, it feels good to be back. We got some good content coming for you guys. Really excited for this. But first, I do need you guys to go follow and like us on Facebook at Precision Tune Studios and Instagram at Precision Tunes Studios. There's that extra S there you can't forget. We'll have it in the description there for you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you're listening to it on. Please go hit that follow or subscribe button. And to our main sponsor of the show, everybody's always asking me who does videos in Yuma. And I got to tell you guys, the man behind the camera here, Joe Magana, he's the guy you want to hit up. If you need a music video done, photos for your next album or single cover, or just to have content for any of your social media, hit up JRM Imaging on Instagram at Joe Milkshake. Now, my guest today, this is my first repeat guest of the show. One of the dopest all-around artists here in Yuma. I've always said it. I would definitely say top 5. I don't know who else I would put in top 5, but if there was a list, Johnny Kush. Welcome back, sir.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Happy to be back.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it was 5 years ago when we did our initial interview, bro.
It been that long, huh?
Yeah, I was eating that out of my bedroom, though.
Yeah.
So.
I remember.
Yeah, man. And I know we're always in the studio every week. We're always doing something, right?
Yes, sir.
But we haven't brought everybody else up to date. So that's why I wanted to do this interview. And a lot of this stuff is going to be repeated, from what I might have asked you in our last interview. But you know what I mean? It's something fresh we had to do. So update.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I want to start this from the beginning, all right? Tell me this first. How long have you been making music for?
Man, all right. So that's kind of a difficult question, just because I've been creating music since I was like 16. Since I was like 16, 15. I was in middle school, maybe high school, turning into high school kind of thing. I started just writing. It started off with poetry. But again,
Okay.
it led into just kind of putting it on a beat. You know what I mean? But recording that didn't happen until 2006 till I moved out here to Yuma, Arizona. Because before that, it was like everybody's like, "Yeah, we get you in the studio, bro. You hot. You fucking that's just fire or whatever, you know."
Yeah.
And ain't nobody take me to the studio.
That was where though?
That was in Nashville, bro.
Oh,
that
in
was in
Nashville.
Nashville. Yeah,
Okay.
before I moved out here.
Okay.
Again, I moved out here in 06, so.
Oh, dope.
In summer of 06.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
That was around the time that we met. Well, I think probably like a year later I met you, but yeah, man.
From school, bro, high school.
Yeah, like what got you into it? So you said poetry, and then eventually started recording. Like,
To be honest, as far as what got me into it, bro, it was just all the rappers I was listening to, dog. Back then I was listening to a lot of West Side Connection. I was listening to a lot of West Side shit. You know what I mean? Ice Cube, NWA. I was listening to a lot of that. But my cousins, they're all cholos and shit. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of Chicano rap and shit. You know what I mean? So they hit me with some Little Rob. They hit me with some Night Owls, some Mr. Shadow and shit. You know what I mean? And so I was like, damn. And they were spitting about stuff that we were living. You know what I mean? So it was like, yo, I know all about that life, like, you know what I mean? And so, like, yeah, man, they really inspired me to be like, hey, we got a spot in this motherfucker too, you know what I mean? I could spit some shit too, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how kind of what inspired me to get in the booth anyways, but, yeah, bro, and then finally coming out here, a couple homies invited me to the studio and stuff, you know what I mean? And we just fucking, it's been on and cracking ever since, bro.
Because at the time, like, well, when I guess when you got here, there wasn't a lot of people that were rapping in our age group, at least. You know, there
Nah, bro.
was not. I remember you were like one of the first ones actually doing things.
People used to tell me, bro, when I first moved out here because they were like, hey, you sound tight, you sound good, you heard of Brown Thugs or Cavi, Street Vibe, bro, and this and that. I'm like, nah, I'm not from here, bro. Like I'm not from here, but like I'm somebody that I do my research and shit, and you know what I mean. I don't like to just fucking sit around and fucking not know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So, anyways, I met the homies from Brown Thugs. I met the homies, you know what I mean. I met Cavi and shit, and I actually got signed with Cavi a little while later in
Yeah,
life
yeah.
and shit. You know what I mean? From then, but yeah, man, and so it's, like I said, that's just been my
Yeah.
history out here. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Now, when you started actually doing all this, so you had started with a couple of your friends, you said.
Yeah.
Was that Don's Empire or it
Yeah.
was yeah?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
exactly it. Cause we got together and the homies were already doing their thing. And I was like, dang, I'm fresh out here, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
it but they all liked my style and shit. And so we came together as Don's Empire and we did our thing, you know what I mean, as a crew like that. And then that crew actually grew bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it turned from Don's Empire was just three of us, and it turned into like seven heads, and it turned into a Swisherboxx.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so from there, it was just brotherhood, bro. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of homies and fucking, and we were always making music, we're always hanging out, always chopping it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day, every day.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, man, we would go be out here grinding and shit. You know what I mean? Picking up different shows, heading at backyard parties and shit. You know what I mean? Busting flows and just kind of being out here, being present. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Now, the gap between going from Don's Empire to Swisherboxx, it wasn't something right away though, huh? You guys had quite a few years doing just
Yeah,
the
yeah.
just
We
you,
had a
Jesse, and
couple
Eric.
years where it was just us as Don's Empire. We opened up for Keek the Sneak out in Mexico when he came out here to San Luis and shit.
Mm.
We were performing at the city. You know what I mean? We were performing at Sky Club. We were performing at all the. Well, back then, we're in high school and shit, so we weren't even 21 enough yet to be drinking and shit or hanging out. So we go to Mexico and shit. You know what I mean? But that's where all of our shows were. And then and like I said, we were doing music together with a couple other homies that we were already kicking it with, you know what I mean? And when we had our first opportunity to showcase our music as a whole, we were doing I want to say it was now we actually came together to do the show for Twisted Insane,
Mm.
and we brought Twisted Insane down here for a little bit, and we came together, figured out the venue, and, all the
Yeah.
details and shit, and we brought him out here, and we needed to put our name on the flyer, and we're like, damn, what do we go by? You know what I mean? And so we went through a bunch of names and shit, and we finally came together and shit, but we went by Swisherboxx and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that was when it was officially
That was when
Swisherboxx.
officially,
Okay.
bro. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying? I
but
want to say it was that one. Could be wrong. There could be one more before that one,
I'm sure
but
someone will comment about it, No, but I remember that show. You invited me to perform, and
yeah,
that was my first performance too. It was fun, dude. It was
yeah,
fun. I had a
bro.
drink to go on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I got
Uh,
to. I got to, man. Calm them nerves, bro. I be
yeah.
getting nervous.
Hey, but you know what? Even that other show you were talking about in San Luis, opening up for Keek the Sneak,
Yeah.
that's big. Was that your first show?
That was, I want to say, that wasn't my first like show, but that was my first show with the headliner.
With the big
Kind of,
opening
yeah,
act
with the
there.
big opening act. Cause like I knew who Kick the Sneak was, and I was listening to his music. I was already on Bay Area music, you know what I mean? So I was listening to him, Mac Dre, and all these fools, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, you know what I mean? So when I heard we were gonna open up for him, I was like, hell yeah, let's fucking, you know what I mean? And so we went out there as kids, you know what I mean? And we tore that shit up. My brother got the blaze with him. I I was fucking busy talking to the DJs and doing other things and shit, you know what I mean? Making sure shit's going on in the, you know what I mean? Keeping the
Yeah.
party cracking kind of thing, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah, man, it was a dope experience, bro, you know what I mean? And there's been plenty of them, dog, you know what I mean? Like it throughout my my career, I guess, out here, I've worked with a bunch of different artists that I look up to, like Keek the Sneak, Spice One, fucking Rapping Forte came out here. There was a bunch of them, bro. Like, and it's just it's a blessing to really be able to work with a lot of these,
Yeah.
artists and shit. Even if it's just as the
Legendary
opening
ones.
act, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just me being in the studio and just fucking sitting in the back and shit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
kicking it and shit. Like it's an honor to be in the presence of all these legends, you know what I mean? And all these people that set forth, you know what I mean, everything before us, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like we
right.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these cats, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like I forgot that we had all those legends here. Like,
Bro,
yeah,
it's
man.
I keep track, dog. I try to because I'm like, man, we done some shit out here, bro. Like, and I trip out because I'm like, I I'm just Johnny, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to raise my family. I'm just trying to take care of what I got to do. You know what I mean? But I love making music, bro. So like you said, I'm here every week. I'm here every week trying to make sure something's happening, something's going, and that I'm progressing with my passion. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean? But it trips me out when I look back and I'm like, dude, we done Spice One, Rapping Forte, freaking, you know what I'm saying? Keek the Sneak, Gavlin and Reverie came out
Mm,
here. You know what I mean? Like all these artists that just swing by through this town, bro. You know what I mean? Through our
yeah.
town out here, and it's a
That's dope.
beautiful thing, man.
That's dope to be part of that, man, for sure. Now you talked about how you went from Don's Empire and then eventually you guys all grew into Swisherboxx. Um, you guys put out a bunch of music together. I don't, if I remember correctly, I don't remember like just Johnny Kush like
Nah,
with singles like
nah,
all your past music. I would say and it was all dope, right? Like the Swisher Box era,
yeah,
the when you were doing your reggae stuff, and even your early music when it was just you. I mean that's always been something really good, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But now, like we've said, you've been here every week. We're working on something different. Um, I feel like now you found your sound, if that
yeah,
makes sense. Would you agree with that?
yeah. Nah, I could definitely. I hear what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still growing and I'm still trying to find myself and everything in life, and I think music is a reflection of that. And this time around it's just me right now. You know, it's really just me out here doing the thing, you know what I mean, and making sure that I'm here every week. If I got something, I'm showing you something, you know what I mean. If I don't have anything ready, I'm in here writing, you know what I mean. Like I make sure I'm prepared for every week, every session that we have, you know what I
Yeah,
mean. Because I I I put myself on a back burner for a little while, you know what I mean. Dealing with myself and my healing and my personal life and everything, and now I have the opportunity to come back and everything, and I just want to make sure I give it the full attention that it deserves. You know what I mean? I don't want to be playing around. I don't want to be fucking around and just fucking, you know what I mean? Just not doing anything, or doing music and then just nothing coming out, you know what I mean, properly and stuff. So, yeah, man, this time around, I'm just taking a little more serious, but I'm still having fun with it though, man.
right.
And it's still myself. It's still organic.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You're getting me this time around. You're not getting me and the homies. You're not getting, and if you are, it's because it's me, and I'm telling the homie like, hey, jump on this shit with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I need you over here. Let me, come over here, like
right, right.
slide through, dog. Like I need you. Let's get some shit
Right.
going. You
It,
know what
it
I
ain't
mean?
just hanging out anymore. I mean,
Nah,
it's still
and it's
part of it.
still
You know
it's
what I mean?
still
That's
part of it because we still gotta, it's a part of that
hmm
environment. I'm not saying it's gotta be just, you know what I mean, like, oh, we gotta get to work, work, work. I like our conversations.
right.
I like how deep we go and how, you know what I mean, when we're not just talking about the song, but we're also talking about what life is and what kind of ideas, because like I said, music is a reflection of the life that we're dealing with, and so I just want my music to reflect that and to show, again, that side of me, with whatever it is that I'm dealing with. Some of these songs that I'm making, man, they're aggressive. Some of these songs are on some good vibe shit, and
Yeah.
some of these songs I'm dealing with some shit. You know what I mean? You just really got to listen to it, and it's not for you to take my story. It's for you to really just kind of interpret it for how you want to take it.
Mm.
Because some of these things are things that other people are dealing with. You know what I mean? And they go through it in a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they relate to it,
Right.
which is cool too.
Tell me about your songwriting process. I know you just mentioned, some of it is just like a healing process, some of it is just things you're going through. But man, what song was it? It hasn't been released. I forget. Lost in the Desert, bro.
Ah,
Like how
man.
you told me you wrote that shit back when you were like 15, 16. But
Yeah.
bro, that ain't something a 15, 16-year-old is gonna be writing and rapping, bro. Like it's hard, like bars, everything, man.
Yeah.
The storytelling,
The
like
storytelling. Nah, and I feel you, bro. Well, for one, and first and foremost, for me as an artist, anyways, like storytelling has always been the best part for me. Like I could create a badass flow, I could create a catchy ass hook and everything, but for me, what gets me excited is the storytelling. You know what I mean? And so like when I first started, bro, that the storytelling was in me. And that was the first thing that it wasn't even music yet. It wasn't a hook. It wasn't that standard formula of a 4 or 8 bar hook and then a 16 bars verse and then another hook and then another verse and then you know what I mean, it was
yeah.
just me writing stuff, you know what I mean, and so a lot of it was storytelling. And being out here in the desert, bro, like I said, I moved around a lot. I moved out here from Nashville. I'm actually originally from Los Angeles. I was born, not raised, but born in East LA. And my dad was in the military, so I moved everywhere, bro. So like I lived in Tennessee, Virginia, Colorado,
Oh wow.
Arizona, California. You know what I mean? So I've lived everywhere. But coming back to the storytelling and back to your question was just that for being lost in the desert, I came out here, bro, and it was 100 degrees. I never felt no dry heat like this. I was like, "What the hell's going on out here, bro?" I was like, I seen people walk out here with umbrellas, and it's the middle of the day, bro, with the
Right.
fucking sun out. You know what I mean? I was like, "What the fuck you wearing an umbrella out here, man? Hey, let's get some shade, dog." Like, oh shit! All right, you guys live out here. You know what I mean? That's how we live out here. That's
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And so, anyways, back again to the song and shit was just that I thought about it, and I'm like, dude, I am lost in the desert right now. You know what I mean? And I was a kid, like I said, I was 15, 16, writing this shit in high school, bro. And like, I was like, yeah, fucking, I got lost in the desert, 100 degrees, and my car broke down. Plus, I had no AC, and there was nothing in my sight but some tumbleweed. And it was so fucking hot, the sand looked like seas.
Ah.
Man, dude, like that shit just,
Yeah.
it's vivid, bro. Like it puts you there, you know what I
Right.
mean, as the listener. So when you're listening to that song, it's like, you're lost in the desert now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You riding with me and you picturing me fucking wrapping some shit around my head because it's hot as fuck and I'm not trying to end up dead, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you picturing the vultures coming out and shit. You know what I mean? That's what I want my music to do, is I want it to create a vision for you and the listener. You know what I mean? It don't matter if it's the same vision that I had creating it. The
Mm-hmm.
fact that you had your own interpretation, the fact that you took the time to listen to my music and you felt something out of that, that's everything for me, man.
Right, right.
You
And
know what I
that's the
mean?
way it's supposed to be. At least for me, like when I listen to music, I like storytelling. I like that. Bars are dope,
Yeah, I
like
like
when
bars
when
too.
someone goes, but storytelling is where it's at for me.
Yeah.
Now, and back again to like songwriting, that's probably like the hardest thing. Like when it comes to doing hooks, especially, right? Writing a hook, I feel like that's almost everybody that I know that raps or something, they always talk about that's being their weakest point.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. That shit ain't for me. I always do the hook first. For
Mm,
me, I struggle more with the fucking with the verses, but that's because it's not because I'm like struggling with what to say. It's that I feel like I said everything I needed to say in a hook.
mm,
You know what I mean? And so like a good hook, will say everything you need to know about. It's like a good summary of the whole song. And then you as a verse, you know what I'm saying, as a rapper or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, you're bringing to it,
Yeah.
you a little extra detail in that fucking story. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? It's like a summary on the back of a book. You know what I mean? That's what the hook is for me. So like for me, hooks are easy, bro. Like I love hooks because
right.
for me it's just the catchiness. It's about catching the listener and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the verse, when I get in a good vibe, it's like, yes, I let that shit out, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
everything. But then there's other times where it's like the verse is a little bit harder for me because like I said, sometimes I say everything I want to say in the hook.
Right.
So it's like, man, I ain't got nothing else to say about this right now.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
what I wanted to say with this, you know what I mean? And so sometimes with those songs, anyways, at least for me, I hit up somebody else like, hey, you need a song? You know what I mean? I got a
Yeah.
song with the hook, bro. You jump on that shit. We'll
Hey.
solidify this shit.
Hey, real talk though, you need to do that. Any artist actually that needs a hook or needs some songwriting, you got to hit up Johnny Kush. Johnny Kush is the one that could get that done
Bro, let me know.
for a small fee. He got you.
I
You know what I'm
got you
saying?
guys, man. Let me know if you guys need some inspiration, you guys need some hooks, you guys need some momentum, an idea to start brainstorming on shit. Like I'm all about that shit. Like that's where I really vibe is just in our brainstorming part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The recording part is like, yeah, let's just lay this shit out. I'm gonna get this shit, and I get it. You know what I mean? And I do my thing. But that
Yeah.
brainstorming though is like really where, like, okay, this is what we're gonna do today.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, we have these conversations all the time off camera as far as like what's next for you, right? You know, like are we working on an album? Because we got like 14 tracks, maybe 11 of them are like 100% done or something. But what's your plan with your music? Are you just wanting to build up the catalog and then once time's ready, you're gonna put out singles or albums or
So,
what's next?
I mean, I feel like I'm doing it all, to be honest, because I am definitely in the mode of like I'm gonna just build a catalog. I'm gonna build a catalog. I'm gonna keep coming in. I'm gonna try to come in with some fresh stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to come in with some new ideas, some new music, new beats and stuff like that because I do want that. I want I want it to get to the point where all this is options now. I'm ready to drop another album next week because you know what? I got 40 fucking songs done over here and I like these 10 that I put in this EP or I put like this fucking 14 songs that I put on this album, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But everything's prepared and now all I got to do is just puzzle things together and then it makes it a little bit easier for me to be able to put a project, all
okay.
at once and stuff. So, I mean, to be honest, like I said, I'm going with the flow of things right now, to be honest. I have ideas, like you said, you mentioned doing the self-titled Johnny Kush,
Hmm.
you know what I mean, which is a great idea, and I love that idea, and I have ideas for the cover art and things, you know what I mean, already running through my head,
Yeah.
and then I also have the other ideas for what you mentioned about, the Adventures of Johnny Kush.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean, and
Should
and
roll
so
with
I
that.
I I, I
Yeah.
like that one too. I like that one too. So like I said, it's a work in progress. I'm still in it right now, so there's not a definitive answer of when it's gonna
No release
happen, no
dates,
release
nothing like
dates,
that.
nothing like that. You're just gonna have to stay tuned.
Yeah, there
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying? You're just gonna have to tune in and make sure you keep tapping in and looking at what I'm doing and stuff, dog. Because I share everything with you guys, man. Like a lot of times, a lot of times we're in their sessions and stuff, and I'll go live. I'll go live. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't want to share the music that they're making and stuff like that in the recording process or anything like that. And I do. I'll be like, yo, check me out. Check this song out. Let me, what you
Yeah.
guys think? What you guys, you know what I mean? Because I love hearing the feedback. And it's not even from my head. It's just more to get an idea of like, okay, yeah, y'all like this? Okay, we can do it.
Yeah.
We good. I'm doing good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think anything, not trying to blow smoke, but I think anything that you've put out, like, or not that you've put out that you recorded here, they're everyone's gonna feel each one of those tracks. They're all hitters. I
I
guess I
hope,
should say.
man.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm excited for everything you're doing. I really am. Like I said, I've always seen Johnny Kush doing way more than than what you've done. You know what I mean? Like I see Johnny Kush going up there. You know what I mean? That's why I
Man,
wanted to bring you
appreciate
back
that.
on here, and I wanted to shed light on you. You know what I mean? I people really got to hear who Johnny Kush is, and again, I feel they're gonna get it with the journey you're taking them on with his new music coming out.
Man,
So
yeah, I really appreciate that, bro, dog. Because I honestly, dog, like I said, this time around, I'm really giving. Not that I didn't before, but like now, it's a little more like personal and a little more serious. Like, nah, man, I'm old, man. I'm in my 30s. I'm mid 30s and shit, trying to get this shit done, dog. You know what I mean? And I do it because I love it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And so the
hell
music,
yeah,
all the music shows that. Like it's a vibe, bro. It's really a vibe. And if you guys see me like live, it's even crazier, bro. Like you could listen to my songs and you might vibe it right there and then and everything, and that's cool. And even if you don't, come to my shows, bro.
yeah,
Come see me live, dog. Come see me live and tell me something different. Because you know what? I guarantee you, dog, my life shit is just it's 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 authentic.
right, right,
You know what I mean? And it's not that's not something a lot of people do, bro.
mm-hmm,
I don't do no vocals. I don't do a lot
exactly,
of the you know what I mean, a lot of that like backgrounds and stuff like that. I throw on the beat and you're catching me live. You're
mm-hmm,
catching me raw. You know, so if I fuck up on a vocal, it's because I fucked up on the vocal, but you hear me catching it and picking it back up, you know what I mean? And I'm not
yeah,
gonna stop right there. You know what I mean? And so that's a part of the craft. You know, that's something I had to learn a long time ago. The homies had to put me on, like, hey man, you can't be performing with fucking vocals on, dog.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? I ain't paid to come see you fucking perform with your music, dog. If I
right,
wanted to listen to music, I'd put it in the car. Like,
yeah. No,
I wanna
that's
hear you live, bro. You know?
yeah, that's true, man. Like when I did my first show at that Twisted Insane one, I performed with the actual track.
Yeah.
And I'm having a good time right there. The crowd looked cool, everything. And then a couple of the homies that were sitting in the back, they're like, "Hey, why you lip sync for?" I'm like, what? I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then I go back and I watch the video, and I'm like, "Damn, I see what they're talking about." So it it's something that I feel like every artist needs to get out of, and they need to go and just do vocals
Yeah.
like,
I mean it and it's not like if you do your songs with your vocals and stuff, I mean, you know, there's nothing at least for me anyways, just not it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Some people do that and stuff, you know what I mean? And they have great fucking like stage presence.
hmm
They rock with the crowd and everything, and it gives them the opportunity to mingle with the crowd and stuff like that. I don't know how to do all that. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So me, I'm like, I'm gonna rap the fuck out this verse right here. You know what I'm saying? I got you guys on some fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and cause I perform what the fuck I'm doing, you know what I mean, in that
right.
manner. Um, but again, that's not to knock, you know, those
No,
that
yeah,
don't and
yeah.
shit. You know
There's
what I
people
mean?
that do it really well. Like Ayo, perfect example.
Oh,
He
bro,
he he
beast.
he mutes out his vocals on the verses. He might have them on the hooks, or he'll have them super low. But like you talked about presence and
That fool
interacting with the
got a
crowd,
fucking
he does that
presence,
shit
dog. That
good.
fool jump off the stage, start mingling with the crowd.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. I'm like, damn, fool. I said, hey,
yeah.
you making me look bad, dog. Ah, yeah.
Hey,
No,
but
that's the homie though. That fool gets down, dog. That fool's
yeah,
a beast.
like the music and vibe show. Was that your first performance you've done in a while?
No, the first one that I've done in a minute was at Red Moon, at the Red Moon Elm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Uh, the homie had hit me up, and I you know, I haven't done this in a minute, dog. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? And actually, even then, the songs that I had were not even laid out or anything. They weren't recorded, nothing. This was before we even got into sessions together and stuff
Okay.
like that. You know what I mean? But it was the first time I accepted because the thing is too is dog is like for me as far as back to where I started from, dog, like I was doing shows every week. I was doing shows double time, like, you know, two shows in one day kind of
Yeah.
thing. You know what I mean? So I'd be at the Maverick or jump over to fucking the Crest, and then you know what I mean? Like just because I was a part of so many things and I accepted everything. Any opportunities that came to me, I was like, yeah, let's do this. You know what I mean? And this time around, you know, like I said, I'm a little older. I got a lot of things. I got work. I got all kinds of stuff I got to deal with. So you know what I mean. So the pace is a little slower, but the drive is still there, bro. So you know what I mean. So any opportunities that I get, I make sure it matches with you know my lifestyle and what I'm dealing with and what I'm going through and stuff, and make sure that you know what I mean.
Yeah, you got to choose the right ones. You know what I mean?
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Yeah, because I stay busy, bro. You know what I mean? Trying to make money, dog. You know what I mean? Make sure taking care of my family and all that, dog. You know?
No, and it makes sense though. Like early on, you jumping on. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here, perform here, perform here, perform here. But now, you know, over time, a little older now, you got the family, everything. So you got to kind of pick and choose. Like, okay, I am gonna perform. I'm gonna do this.
Like I was just listening to Ayo the other day when he was talking to Gastelum.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yesterday, I think it was, and he was, you know, and he's talking about the same thing. It's just that battle within yourself as a man. You know, you want to be doing all these things and everything like that, but you also know that you got responsibilities, bro. Like, you know, I got family, I got kids, I got a wife, I got people to take care of, people that I care about, people that I love. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I have to find a balance with everything. You know, and I that really connected with me when he was talking about that. You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's 100%, man. But yeah, man, I think that's about it, bro. If there's anything else that you wanted to say or.
Nah, man. You know, just make sure, like I said, you guys stay tuned, dog. This is really a comeback in the making. You know, I put myself, like I said, for on the side for a few years. You know, and I'm back in the studio. I'm back doing my things. I'm getting my social media presence back up a little bit. You know what I mean? I've been kind of lacking on that. You know what I mean? But like I said, stay tuned, yo. You know what I mean? And everywhere you look, just Johnny Kush 420, man. Johnny Kush 420. SoundClick, SoundCloud, Sound whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Instagram.
I don't know if SoundClick's used anymore.
Hey, man, you know what I mean? Whatever you guys using now, man. I don't. Like I said, I put myself away for a little while. Coming back, you might hear. I'm talking about Radio Shacks and shit. All old as fuck, dog. Toys R Us ain't even here no more. You know, but yeah, bro. Johnny Kush 420. Facebook, the same thing. Johnny Kush, I think it's 0420 though on that one. So man, you know, stay tuned, you know.
Well, there you guys have it. To everybody watching or listening to this episode, stay tuned to catch an exclusive in-studio performance of Johnny Kush. We got this new record dropping here, Train to Go. That is one song you guys got to hear. So stay tuned for that. And then when we release that, you guys will hear the whole thing. So yeah, man, you know, appreciate you being here again.
No doubt.
And to all the artists out there, let's take your sound to the next level, man. Get your music professionally recorded and mixed and mastered with us. Book a session today. Go to www.precisiontunestudios.com or hit me up, 928-261-9167.
Hey, my man.
There we go.
Hit him up. Hit him up.
Peace.
A rato. Yo, turn my mic up. In my soul, I told him that I won't stop. It's in my soul. If you know me, then you must know. I'm trained to go. I told him that I won't stop. It's in my soul. If you know me, then you must know. I'm trained to go. Come on now, baby, and I can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop that vibe. Tell me how you feel now. Stop acting foolish when there's shit on the line. You gotta stiffen up that liquor, ain't no use in your crime. The world gone cold, realize the older you grow. A lot of fake love, tell me you a friend or foe. A lot of snakes running up, trying to sleep on my grass. They see the fruits of my labor, wanna taste what I have. See my come up, wanna run up, saying what's up. But you never hear me when I call the case of bum luck. And that's the point when all the shit got real. Started talking to me funny about the pain I feel. Hard as steel, feeling like I made the deal. Made me heal, feeling like our fates are sealed. And I won't stop, it's in my soul. If you know me, then you must know. I'm trained to go. Come on now. I told him that I won't stop. It's in my soul. If you know me, then you must know I'm trained to go. Come on now, baby, and I can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop that vibe. Tell me how you feel now. Dear Lord, guide me through the weather. Show me the steps so I can make my life better. This game's cold and I ain't got no sweater. It's raining, it's pouring and I don't own an umbrella. I work today so I can live tomorrow. Spend my time for better sakes. It ain't about popping them bottles or loving the models. No luck with the lotto. It's all about the fucking cheddar, dog. The rest will just follow. That's been my motto since day one. Stressed and blaze one. If there's not a street for where you wanna go, then pave one. No, cause you'd rather live a fairy tale. Well, then you wonder why you're stressed as hell. Yeah, don't panic, keep your composure. Kill the negative thoughts, puffing on the doja. I'm about to sacrifice, make me a paradise. I'm all fucking bones, but I'm building my appetite. Told them that I won't stop. It's in my soul. If you know me, then you must know I'm trained to go. Come on now, baby, and I can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop that vibe. Tell me how you feel now.